Hello everyone and welcome to another day of Bitcraft. So, yeah, yesterday I did not stream because the devs had their own stream basically showcasing some claims and yeah, I was basically just watching their stream while I was working on this, which is the day before I had finished the road that gets across the main, well, not main continent, but across the pine forest continent. Oh, it goes that way to where the torches are, and basically goes all the way down to here, connecting this middle ocean with this big lake. This was basically my personal project for this end of test period, and they just announced that the test is actually gonna stay on through the holidays. The server's gonna stay on through the holidays. So I decided to just, instead of just making a port here, which was just flatten these, maybe actually make a claim. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, right now all the stations are kind of like in what looks like an awkward placing. Like the farm and the well would go there, and then these stations here would actually go in there. But I am actually going to deconstruct this to go and save some of the stations from the Stone Citadel that was here, and sadly Stone's claim just became inactive really, and they just decided to end it for this test, which, I mean, it's fair. It's a test that we all know that it's going to get wiped at the end, and if you've already gotten to the point where you're satisfied with what you've done and had your fun and are doing other things, then it's perfectly fine to just, you know, let it die. But yeah, I already took a screenshot of the claim members that I had added because I have added some people. And basically what we're going to do now is deconstruct it and hop on our little boat and head this way. I was considering doing this off stream because I guess if there was a malicious person that wanted to like steal my spot, so to speak, they could. But you know, if they do, then that's on them, and as I said, everything's gonna get wiped anyway. So while it would be sad, it would not be the end of the world. There was one more thing that I wanted to do. I had been doing some farming for like the basic berries, and sometimes they're hard to see on the grass, so I just had the grass off, but I really do like the grass. So, I mean, it's not just grass, but like that, the undergrowth. Alright, I didn't have anything in there, right? Yes, perfect. I had already started moving some things, and I had actually already finished moving a couple of the things. So now I'm going to make another trip for More of them. Let's see. Let's start with making placing our totem. Probably all the way down here. Oh, I can't. Can I place it here? Yes. And these are going to be the last things that I move, but I will place them closer. This one I will also move kind of last. And this is actually the last thing that I will move because I'm not sure why they decided to do this, but each large tile is 7 small tiles. If I turn on that tool, you can see the blue outline. And most buildings around this tier are basically fit in one large tile. This one doesn't. It only uses 6 small tiles, but the way that the what do you call it? The bellows, I guess. The way this is angled, instead of like if this is the center of the tile, instead of coming this way, it's angled that way, which I guess looks nice, but it becomes kind of complicated to work with. I had been debating about bringing the well or not. I think I will. And then I'll start with some of the smaller things right now. And then this can come in later. And that's all of it, right? Yeah. Okay, so I probably should have climbed first, but I'll just climb from the side. Maybe I can bring this whole thing. Also, the problem is I have to go through a very narrow area there. So that's actually one of the main reasons why this is probably going to be last. Because it's going to be very difficult to work that out over there. Did I bring sticks with me? Yes, I do have sticks with me, so let me actually just get this a little bit closer so it's easier to work with it later. And for that, I need to make this at the same level as this. Again, because of the kind of weird shape. And actually, I don't know if 2 adjacent tiles are enough. I think not even that is enough, because this, if this tile is the center, then this tile isn't on the next large tile. It's in this weird corner tile. So this might actually not work, and that's probably part of why I'm having such a big problem moving this thing around. Yeah, you see, it doesn't fit even 2 adjacent tiles. There need to be 3 adjacent tiles at the same level, at the same height, for this to fit. So I guess, you know, I can understand that it's basically just, you know, creative choice that has made them do it like this. And while I can respect that, it's come at a high price in terms of how and where, how you have to build your claim and where you can place it. This is you're never gonna be able to like make a nice little nook for this and place it there. It's never really going to be able to be next to a wall unless there's a large flat area around it. I don't know. Okay, so deconstruct this now. I wonder if down here is a good place for putting the totem. Let's see, I want to try to enclose these two if I can. Okay, actually, yeah. Would this work? I think this works. I think the kiln and the bonfire are in there. So let me just chop down this sapling and drop this here. Okay, now let's get up here. Yeah, they'll fit in. And now I want to try to get them across that way. It's always kind of tricky with the, you know, trees and whatnot on the way. But at least it's not too densely forested in there. Now let's just get things kind of close. And then I'll move them... No, not the compendium. Then I'll move them closer. Oh, that's why, because that's not a building. Did I not bring the mining station? Oh, I think I actually might have left the mining station on the way there because it was... There was a problem with the claim... the claim placement. Okay, I would have rather deconstruct it and place it further ahead, but since I accidentally climbed down, let's just deconstruct it here and climb back up. This would be a cool place for like a small trading claim that's just focused, like just trade stalls. That there's snowy mountains up here, tundra over there, there's this big lake, and then, you know, it could be like a central place for people, if they know that they could buy and sell cargo there easily, maybe they would. We only just got the trade finder tool this test, and even that... Oh, am I trapped in here? Gonna have to climb down and up again. Yeah, no, let's actually just pop the totem here and then move them from here. Let's see if it'll let me. Yeah, as I was saying, we only got the trade finder this test, and it wasn't fully functional. At the beginning of the test, there were some issues with it. It was not showing players trade stalls, and then once it started showing the trade stalls, it began crashing the game whenever you opened it, so you couldn't use it really until like well into the test. And because of that, I am not entirely sure we have seen their effectiveness this test. I think next test people now will know how it works, and it'll make just things easier. If people already know how it works and people already know to search in there whenever they need something, then people who post things for sale will see more movement for their goods. And that will just sort of get the ball rolling, or at least that's what I am hoping for. Not sure I'm gonna reach this too. Because then this part here is going to be the main challenge. I'll flatten an area here so that I can later bring that. Let me actually... is there enough space in here to bring that now? Maybe there is. Since it's only one thing, I might be able to. Just extend the claim. No, I don't want to teleport. I want to do this. Let's see if it'll actually let me, because yeah. I'm not sure if this is kind of like a safeguard that they have set to prevent people from just grabbing another crafting station like I am doing right now. If it is, I think it's a good system. It's not I guess entirely... No, not down. I try to climb up here and it always ends up going down there. Yeah, but as I was saying, I think it's a good safeguard. It prevents players from easily just extending and absorbing surrounding claims. More so, like right now my claim is tier 2 and these are tier 3 stations, so technically I should not be able to just pull them into my claim. I'm sort of working around that by actually deconstructing the totem and reconstructing it in a place where it will surround that. Let's see if here is close enough. Nope, down there. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Because now, once it pops in there, then I could actually move it. Now, I can probably move it down there. For now. And yeah, you know, like I'm saying, I'm able to get around that limitation by deconstructing my totem, but that is not really efficient. It only works for me right now because I don't care for developing my claim. I just want... my claim is just there for aesthetic purposes, really. Like, just for me to have it. And, you know, have my own little home in the game. It's not intended to... I'm gonna move this one down here. I'm not intending on getting it up the tiers. Probably even if the game was already out. I don't think I will be very interested in making a claim that is there for me to build high-level things. I think that I will prefer to just work from other players' claims if they keep the current system where you can actually just use crafting stations in any claim regardless of if you're part of it or not, then that's great. If they were to remove that, then I would just join claims. So it's not really a problem. But where I was going with this is, if you start investing in your claim and researching higher tiers, anytime you deconstruct the totem, what you get in your inventory is this, the Writ of Settlement Foundation. So this is not your claim, this is just a writ to build a totem that's going to start as a level 1 or tier 1 claim, and you will then have to develop it into a higher tier claim if that's what you're interested in. So what I am doing right now is not functional with that system. Even if you're not really interested in developing your claim like I am right now, I have invested time into terraforming and paving the area where my claim is. So I also would not readily deconstruct it and, you know, go out there and try to get other buildings inside my claim out of fear of it getting stolen, like my spot getting stolen, which is something that could happen right now. I hope it doesn't, and I don't think it will, because it's in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, it's not very likely that it will happen. But if, you know, if the game is out and people know where you are, or you're in a more populated area, if you remove your totem, then somebody else can just go in there and place their totem where your claim used to be and just take all your things. So by them stopping you from expanding your claim on tiles where there are buildings, they are effectively stopping people from doing what I am doing right now in the long run, which I think is a good thing. It's not gonna stop me from doing it, but I think it's not the way that the game should be played. Right now I'm doing it more out of the fact that it's just more practical for me to bring this table in than to do everything by myself, and more so because these are tier 3 crafting stations, and right now I would only be able to build up to tier 2, and this biome does have up to tier 3 build resources. So yeah, just I guess so that I can do that, I'm going to be bringing it with me. And then for the smithing station that's over there, eventually what I'm gonna have to do is place this close to it and then just crawl out and then just carry it out in a more time-consuming way. But for now, I'm gonna work with this system. Oh, actually, it needs to stay here. Because if I place it further ahead, I'm not going to be able to claim these tiles. And because right now I'm just basically going on a straight line, I'm going to have to do the little serpent thing. sometimes there's a bit of problems with the game identifying the right tile. I have done this with the tool open, and it still sometimes happens. I don't know if it's because when you're expanding your claim, maybe the rules of where your cursor is pointing are different, or maybe it's just some sort of bug. If it happens again, I will try to keep track of how or when it does. I think I will want to keep this tile open so that I can put the claim here later, and maybe have some space here in case I bring some other buildings. Let's see how far I can get. Alright, oh, I have up to 1,000 expansions or tiles, so I might actually be able to just make one large trip this way. Alright, and now head back to where they all are. Okay. How much did I extend here? Not all that much. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get you, and you. And then for the individual ones, individual tile. Oh, there's one that has a weird shape, isn't there? Yes, this one. Okay, so this is corner piece, I guess. I would call it. Yeah. And these two, I will come back and grab them. Actually, I should have made another few larger steps in between. So I'm only really going to be able to get the single, well, I guess the smaller stations through for now. Let's start with this corner piece, which is the more limited one in terms of where it can fit. The next one is the bigger one, which needs 3 tiles, and then the rest. Is this? No, yeah, this is also only 2 tiles. Let me just keep the tags open so that I can more easily see where the stations are. Okay. Let's see, can I actually grab... Oh, I can. Ooh, does that... Is that too far? Yeah, that one there is too far. From here... Oh, maybe it's not a distance, but... Another... kind of criteria. Oh, I'm not able to place it up there. Can I place it from here? Yes. And then I can just move it from here. Oh. Let me clear some of the resources that are blocking me from moving this freely. Oh, there's also a mushroom. Actually, I'm just gonna place that one here for now. Let's see, will it let me grab him from up here? Not... Oh yes. There we go. Grab it. Huh. That actually makes it much easier than I thought. You can actually grab them from pretty far away. What else was there? Oh no, that's just resources. Now the smaller stations. Keeps opening this every time I do something. Okay, this needs 2. Where is here? The one that needs 3 flat tiles. Okay, is that all of them? Yeah. Okay, with this new information, I'm actually going to try and grab the last one so that I don't need to do this again. Well, need is too strong a word. So I don't do this again. So I'll need to deconstruct this and place it somewhere where it'll grab the smithing station, which is actually probably gonna be right over on that side. Let's cut the sapling and place it here. And now we are going to get our claim area out there. Yeah, see, I did click that one, but it wasn't registering it. It was this. Probably, I don't know, just a pixel difference. Maybe it's the difference between where I have the mouse and where, like, if it moves a little bit, the server might not agree with where my cursor is. So first of all, I want to bring it here. Can't remember exactly how big it is, I just know that it takes 3 tiles. So I'm just going to make 3 tiles. And to move it, I need to be able to both see it and see this. Yeah, it doesn't go that far. So let's try from up here. Maybe this is a place where I can see that from down there, and it's flat enough. I think it is. So let's extend our claimed area. And bring it up here. And now hopefully I'll be able to see this from down there and just be able to pull it. Yep. Okay. No, it's not that. Yes, it is. Now let's get our totem back. Oh. Interesting. I had noticed that it wouldn't start climbing until that disappeared. And I actually posted it on my feedback post. The suggestion I made was just have the deconstruct bar be slower, because I don't know if you saw it, but it moved pretty fast. No, it's not eating. Oh, I ran out of food. That's why it was not eating. But like, yeah, when you deconstruct the totem, the bar, the progress bar goes down a little bit too fast. Let's start as far as we can. And apparently there's some sort of communication that needs to happen between the database and the game whenever you deconstruct this. I'll do this just for demonstrating purposes. So I click deconstruct and the bar goes down really quickly. Now the totem hasn't disappeared and I'm moving around, but there's a process that is still happening in terms of communication between my client and the database. While that is happening, the read will not be in my inventory and I will not be able to climb. Not sure why it affects climbing, but see, I can't climb. So I have to, it waits until that happens, and then I guess, I imagine what they might have done was just not allow the client to finish the action until they get the previous action confirmed by the database. I don't know. I don't really understand much about that aspect of the game, so I probably won't. I'll try to not speculate about it as much as I end up doing. Oh, it was fishing that. I was like, what? What is it fishing? Actually, it's probably easier at this point to just claim. Oh, no, I do need to claim on land as well. But yeah, I didn't want to zigzag so much, but I do have to be on this line. Because I need to be standing. Or, I don't know. Can I be in water and still build? I guess I can. Alright, good to know. Not that it really changes much, but good to know. Oh, actually it does change a lot, because then you can probably use this to move things. I don't know if across continents, because that's a large distance, but like within maybe one, like from here to here, without going all the way around. Or like some of the continents down here are separated by water, but not that big of a distance over water. I don't know that there's a practical application for this. There is for road building, especially for moving terraforming dig sites, which right now is blocked because of a bug, I believe. But it should definitely be something that we can do, just as a, I guess, as a necessity even sometimes. Oh, that's right, I need to make a flat area now for that thing. Where am I gonna make a flat area? Probably here. But yeah, as I was saying, it's still a very useful thing to be able to do. Moving your terraforming dig site, you can move sources of light, and you can also move, I guess, terraforming dig sites, and now probably just that. Well, maybe also fences. Right now you need, I think you can place these ones out in the world, but you cannot place these ones out in the world. So if you wanted to build a wall that's, you know, out there, you would need to do that. Or, you know, set up bonfires as an alternative to braziers, although these ones have much less durability. But I guess early on, oh yeah, early on that would be an alternative, especially when you're building a path. You're gonna end up with a lot of trees and a lot of rocks. So you just really need to bring a supply of these things. And yeah, you should be able to also build campfires or bonfires on the way. This one, I repaired it yesterday and it went down 20. So maybe they're not the most durable light source for these purposes, and they're actually also not that big. But I guess for early alpha, or when you're still just making roads out into the world and setting up in the wilderness, this might actually be useful for that too. Alright, I think it should fit here. And now I just need to raise that. And clear this logs. Actually, I think just that one should be enough. What is my target? Okay, that's the same height, yes. 53, thank you. Yeah, 53. Okay, and can I pull it from here? Yes. There we go. Now let's go grab the claim itself. And because now this is kind of close to where my claim is, and I don't want to starve to death, I am gonna deconstruct it and then teleport home. Okay. And let's grab some food. And let's go grab the rest of the stations. Okay, so let's place the totem in a tile that will encompass all of them, like all the stations. Actually, yeah, right here, I believe. Oh no, the top and the masonry station are on that side. Not the masonry, but the... Yeah, it is the masonry. I was thinking mining. So here. And I think I will bring this stuff down there. So let's... No, I did not meant to do that. Let's extend our claim this way. Okay, and then that way. And I should probably go down there so that I can extend it a little bit more. Alright, that should give me plenty of room to play with. My big question is, will I be able to drag something from up here to down there? Or will I need to bring the stations here and then pull them down? So... Oh, I can actually pull them from right here. Let's see. Let's grab the more awkward one. place it there. Few trees on the way. No. This is also big. And now the smaller stations. Where's the fishing station? Alright, let me get the well. Right there. Oh, there's still one more bonfire. Where's the fishing station?
Yo, change that beat up. Here we go.
In here. This one might be a little bit more awkward. Does it fit in there? Apparently it does. And what am I missing? Okay, so just the loom. Not sure where I can place it, so for now I'll just leave it here and grab the claim. Well, the totem. Let me just remove that station. Well, not station, the project. Because otherwise that will stay there forever. I think. I don't think there's like an expiration date on construction projects. Maybe there should be. Although it's kind of... I guess there should be if they are not in a claim. If they're in a claim, then somebody's going to get around to do it at some point, right? Now the trick is going to be this next part. Let me deconstruct. Wait, do I want to deconstruct it? No, I probably want to bring it too. Was this 40? No. Okay, so right now this is 36. Okay. And then this one here, I'm pretty sure this one here is 34. And then these ones here are 36. Oh, I'll figure that one out in a moment. First, I need to bring all of that here without obstructing my... where my totem will be. So I probably need to place... Oh, and I also need to bring that one in. Well, let's figure these first. Clear some room. Okay, this is where I want it. I think this is where I want it. Well, no, actually I will bring the loom in first. Because it's actually gonna be pretty simple, I think. Oh, it might not be. I might actually need to place a totem here so that it grabs that one and is able to pull it in. Alrighty, so back to here. Let's make our totem and pop it here. I know this is going to be inside, so I'm just gonna clear the stairs for now and use them simply to drag the stations into my claim. Oh, actually I have those steps over there. That's probably gonna be easier. Should have thought about that. Because in order for me to have all the buildings inside my claim, wherever they end up needs to be part of my claim once I place my totem in here. Otherwise, it won't work. It won't let me grab it. Does this fit up here, perchance? Yes, perfect. Where was the fishing station? Here. Fits perfectly. That one fits there. Oh no, that's the totem space. Okay, this is one of the weird ones. And then this thing. And that one there. And that's all of it. Inside of where it's going to be. And so now I just need to grab the loom. And then for that one, I think I'll just do this right here. Move it in there. And that's all the stations. I thought that you wouldn't be able to see the tile beneath the totem, but you can. So, actually, before organizing all of the claim, I actually ran out of the blue pebbles, which is what I wanted to have in the middle here. I think. Unless I want to have teal in the middle. Am I able to pave over? Yeah, no, because this is part of the building, I would not be able to pave here. Because I think I'm up here I had this, the sign that is kind of like snowflake, I guess. And I liked it. So I was thinking about replicating it here, but maybe I will do something with teal in the middle. But Yeah, let me move this back here. Was it here? Or maybe there just wasn't anything here. And it was here? No, because you go up from here. The stairs start here. Oh, that's right. This was probably this bit. You go up, around. There's this wall here. This one is not walled because it's connected to here. And then you have a wall here. Yeah. This one doesn't make sense, so this one doesn't belong. Where did it go? Here? Maybe? No, because that's already 2. Oh, maybe just... No, I'm not entirely sure what my design was around here, so I'm just gonna leave that as it is at the moment. And because I will be picking that up how do I get down from here now? Alright, let's place you here for now so that I can actually walk this way. There we go. I want to store all of my fertilizer in here for now. I don't need this food because I need better food for what I'm going to do, which is grabbing tier 5 pebbles. Let me just drop the sticks here. And my tier 6, I mean 5, I mean 4 pebbles and mud. Right now everything is a little bit disorganized because everything is just the way it is because when I was building that road. Do I have anything in my wagon at the moment? No, so let me store it. This goes in there too. And oh, I only have 7 of these left. I didn't bring more with me. I guess I left them in Aquila, probably because I was bringing that fertilizer. Wait, what's in here? Alright. All the buildings are inside. Okay, and let me actually name it. And we're now going to go to Henry's claim to use the waystone and travel. Probably to... Where do we want to do this? Well, I gotta go to Aquila first. Because I need food. And I made a ton of food. Or actually not Aquila, I think I left it in either western or eastern ruin towns when I was gathering the fertilizer. So I'll have to go there first. And then I haven't actually been to the snow biome more than just like a couple of times. So I might go and cook myself some tea and go there. Because I think there's a road from here to here. And I guess this is a good chance to do that. Alright, so first it's either here. Let's see if by any chance anybody bought anything. Nope. Yeah, there's... oh, here we go. This is what I was remembering that I had in there. I'll actually leave 10 here. Yeah, because I do think I want my food with me. Or do I just leave most of my food here now that there's no cooldown in the teleporting? Then it's just more comfortable for me to have this here, perhaps. Because I do need inventory space. Not too much. But I do need some. But I also need food, so I'm actually gonna take 6 stacks with me. Oh, no, maybe I do need to leave as many as possible because I also want... I probably will also want clay. Yeah, that's probably why I was always going to Stony Gardens, because over there, there's both the clay and the actual rocks. So I'm just gonna bring 4. I think I'll only use 1, maybe 2 stacks. So I'll have a 3rd one, just in case. I do want to do one thing. Aquila. Aquila is where I have buckets and there are flowers. Having been a nomadic player for most of the test basically means that my inventory has always been scattered around. This is where my personal cache is, because this is where I would do most of my cooking. Actually, the last plants that I planted are probably done by now. So I'm just gonna farm them. I'm not gonna process them for now. I'll leave that for when I actually need food. And I'll just leave them over here. Alright, I do have some flowers and I do have some buckets. Yeah, and I want to make the hot tea. I could have probably made just one. I probably should have made just one. But this is very easy to make. And it lasts enough, I guess, for me to just explore the snowy mountain for a bit. What was the name? Oh wait. No? What's the name of the claim here? Oh, Polaris. They might not have one, so it's either Polaris or Aurora. Nope, they don't have one. Let's see. Is there one here? I don't think there is. Oh, there definitely is not then. I really just want to confirm what kinds of clay, if any, there are in the snow biome. Because I do think that the tier 5 rocks are there, as well as in the rocky biome. Oh, maybe there is not a road. Or maybe there is. Maybe it is. Is it this thing? Is it the one that Bruce was building? I wonder. Hey there, Melody. Ah, okay, so it does lead there. I thought it would, but I wasn't entirely sure. Welcome, how are you today? Yeah, I saw Brice working here the other day when he was finishing it. I'm doing good. I finished the road and I am liking how my claim is coming along. I thought I would just make like a small little harbor, but since we have a bit more time, I thought I'd make it a little bit prettier, so you know, I'm back out in the world getting more pavement materials. I had not been mining to the mountains. I only went there once or twice. I went there once to build the bottom part of a road to between Foothills and Anna's claim. And then I just went there one more time with some tea, just, you know, to walk around a little bit, as you do. But I've never actually gone to get resources, so I figured I'd have a look. Yeah, the clay does take some time. Okay, so that's tier 6 boulders. This is a pretty nice ramp. Yeah, for me the biggest thing in terms of paving was this whole area. Took quite a few trips for paving, and then a lot of this area I've paved. I think I'm paving with tier 5 and tier 4 up until here. Then I'm doing mostly tier 1 and 2 on this side. And I think I might also make this a little bit wider in here. And also do the tier 5 and tier 4. And then over here, which is where I've set up my claim, it is mostly, if not only, tier 4 and 5. Did you guys make a walled area here? Yeah, I made it to connect that. The purpose of my road was to have a single continuous road to connect this to this. So it starts here and it goes here. And then there's this, I guess, natural barrier here, but you can actually sail in through here. And over here, this is where the docks are. Ah, so this was like an earlier claim. I get it, I get it. And the terraforming dig sites have not decayed? So I find that interesting. I thought the dig sites decayed after a while. Oh, I don't have permission to enter? Oh, that's the claim. That's why they're not decaying. So the claim still exists. Ah, I get it. But, I mean, even having that next to it wouldn't really deter them from using this as a claim. And they planted a tree here. Because this does not belong here, right? That's so weird. So I haven't really seen as many rocks as I expected in the mountains. Okay, that's just diorite out in the open. That's good to know. Okay, so the dark one is diorite and the lighter one is marble. Alright. Okay, so this is where all of it is. I guess if you approach from from the road, then that area has been more dug out. This is the tier 6, yeah, Luminite. And it does seem like there is no clay at all, but now that teleporting is basically free, where's the road? Out there? I'm already lost. Because this is not a road. That's probably what they were building, right? Yeah, that's something they were building. Oh, I wonder if this is... There was some guy over in the forum saying that they wanted to recreate Deep's Helm and how it sort of like juts out of the mountain. I wonder if this is what they meant. If it is, I mean, that was an ambitious project. Oh, I'm taking damage. Well, I guess because I did not make so much tea, and because it's still carting quite away in order to process this, and because there is no clay, I'm going to just go over to Friends of Heimlich. Now, it is easier for me to run back here and teleport from here, or teleport home and walk to Andries. Let's just walk down the map. I think it's about the same distance. This would be a neat place to have an elevator, so that when you're going up, it's faster. Looks like they were also trying to do a road there at some point, and then just gave up and built an elevator. I like that they have a little pond here. That looks pretty cool. Alright, so... Actually... Ludania is right next to the rocky biome, so I should be able to find some diorite pillars within boat range. Maybe here, or here, or here. There doesn't seem to be any diorite in the near vicinity. Is there clay? So it'll go down this, but not this. Interesting. So this is like the maximum height. Looks about 4. Is that a diorite pillar? No. I might have to go somewhere further away, since it's likely these ones have all been gathered by Ludens. Or maybe it is worth just making a whole bunch of tea and going up the mountain. I think I'm starting to see the appeal of that. It's a longer trip up and down the mountain than it is like between these islands and here. And in here you can usually get the boat near the resources, or just move it from your car to your boat. But I think I will just make a whole bunch of tea. Wait, where's their waystone? Was it by these guys? No, here. Oh, wait. There's actually another reason. No, I can just get the tier 4 easily. Just the diorite pillar here gives me both the teal and the blue pavement. But it's probably better to do them one at a time. Tier 4 is very, very easy to get here. I still firmly believe that the tearing up of the hot tea is really bad. Like, the fact that tier 2 and tier 3 are pretty much exactly the same. It should, like, it's probably the reason why people just avoid those areas unless they really have to go. And when they go, they usually just bring a whole bunch of like tier 1 or tier 2. Like if what they want is, if they like, if their ideal is players should be drinking tea every 5, like between 5 and 10 minutes minimum maximum, then they should make tier 1 be like 1 minute, tier 2 be 2 minutes, tier 3 be 4 minutes, tier 4 be 8 minutes, tier 5 be, you know, then it starts to become less effective, like a tier 5 is 10 and then tier 6 is 12 minutes. It makes no sense that it is better to make tea at tier 1 or tier 2 just in terms of resource efficiency, to go to areas where you're gathering tier 4, 5, 6 things mainly. I guess you could say tier 3 mod being available in the desert. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. Alright, 1 stack. Hopefully will be enough. Oh, that's right, I don't have my buckets here. So I gotta go to Aquila. I think my main issue with the way the tea duration is, beyond the fact that it feels bad to invest more time and effort in something and have it be only marginally better than the less, I guess, the lesser version that takes less time and effort. Like that bad feel is important, but also important is the fact that they are, by doing it like this, they are basically eliminating the value of a tradable good for players. This is a tradable good for cooks. Ideally, the higher tier that you are, the better cooked things that you could make and then sell to other players. But because of the duration of it being so poorly incremental, you would be you would be thrown away by just a tier 2 cook making a whole bunch of these, because this is 6 minutes and yours is 7. So if this is cheaper, then people are gonna buy this. So yeah, like, it does not make sense. Let's pop the buckets back here. So this means I have about an hour to mine. Hopefully it'll be enough. And I'll be able to fill up a cart with diorite. Oh, that's right, there's a river. If I click there, does it know? Oh, it doesn't really have another choice. Oh, but going through the path here. Wait, I need to get my stuff, but this is something that I cannot stand. Although I guess, nah, it does make sense that it comes kind of flat here. But not that low. It can be better. You only need 2 levels to the sides for it to work. So let me actually grab a bunch more sticks. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, now there's a jackal that wants to play. I don't have time to play with you. I mean, I do, but not what I want to do. so yeah, if you can make the step, what is the height up here? 7? Yeah. Like, this could be flat. There's no need to conform to terrain down there. I'm actually gonna screenshot this and send it to Briz and tell him I'm disappointed he did not make it nicer and flat. There you go. Now it looks better. And you can still sort of get out of the road on either side. Oh, and I just realized one thing. I guess it's because you guys probably have better armor. You're not used to having to consider dealing with jackals. I'm probably gonna have a bad time on my way back. Because I think there should have been a brazier or a couple of braziers around there. More so because now it's gonna be nighttime. No, not playtime. Okay, so nighttime just started. I'm going to hope that jackals don't just spawn like crazies up here. And let's actually have a look on these lower terraces and see if there's any of the rocks that I need. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Nope. Come on, climb down. That's 231. Because it's very easy to just make this ramp go this way too. And have an easier access to that flat area instead of having to come round and up. I shouldn't be wasting my tea time in terraforming, but I guess it's my nature. Oh, so the birches are actually native to this forest? That's interesting. I had not expected that. Wait. No, that's not right. Needs to go down 2 more. The next one is 35, then 36. I mean, 35, 37, and I'm not sure that might even be... Yeah, that should be 39. It's probably gonna be enough for that side. There we go. Now the road connects to this side too. Let's see, what can I find up here? Not much. This is a ramp? Yes, that's a ramp. Well, I can probably just park my cart here. No, it's tier 6. Ooh, at night they look very similar. The tier 6 looks very similar to the tier 5 at night. Let me just make that note. Oh, let me actually drink some tea first. I did not bring enough tea. Not if I'm making notes. That was 5. And this one here, 6. That's 5. Alright, let's park our wagon here. And start with this one. It's kind of sad too that there's no tier 6 pavement. I would have really liked some tier 6 pavement. I think if I have noticed that there was no tier 6 pavement, I would have only upgraded my tools to tier 4. Probably. Because I don't think I ever planned on... Like, if tier 6 mining materials are only in the snow, and I think that's the case, I guess I would have still needed it for road building eventually. If I was like, if I was thinking full release, then I would definitely need to go. Well, I guess full release there would be tier 6 pavement anyway. So that sort of makes that whole train of thought moot. Alright, almost halfway through and I haven't even gotten one. So while it's more common to find the diorite up here, and you don't need to break through the outer tier 4 shell to get to it, I'm not sure it makes sense. Because from a diorite pillar, I think the least I've gotten from a diorite pillar has been like 7 or 6 chunks. At this pace, I'll be surprised if I get 4. Right. I wonder if they adjusted the drop rate based on how much durability this has left. Because all of a sudden it started to spike. So I don't know if that's just like pure RNG or if it's actually per design. I was at 0 probably here. I don't know. Kinda weird.
I came from Brazil.
Well, not a bad haul after all for the first one already. I guess it might have just been weird RNG here, but I don't know. Well, at least now, during the day, I can easily tell where the diorite chunks are. back, I can climb here. There's this other ramp to go around this way, but because I made this ramp here, I think I'll just go this way. It feels better. Is this in range of the card? No. That one's on a cliff, and I could, oh, I could probably get to the cliff from the bottom. It's interesting, it looks like this biome has the same thing as the desert, where if it's flat, you'll have like the sand itself, but as soon as you sort of disturb that flatness a little bit, for example, by doing this, yep, that's altering the view of the terrain a little bit too much with too little. Although I guess a good use for that is to sort of draw the paths. Oh, okay, so if it goes up, it does not affect. But if I place this here and lower it once, then it does show this. And then I can place another one here that will do this once here, and then another one here. And that's, I guess, not a bad way to mark a path without really paving or making anything really. And it becomes easier to find that ramp. Oh, and then there's that ramp over there. That's the one that I was actually coming from. So I would place one here. Then here. Okay, that can't do that. Can't do it there. Here. Here. I think I like this way of not really building a road, but like marking a path through the snow. I think it looks pretty cool. If I had brought some pavement with me, I would have placed a teal tile at the middle of each of them. I might do that later, because I think that would look pretty. Here or there? I think I like this better, or is it too far to the side? Yeah, it's too far to the side. There you go. Could even make like a small arrow, like if you pave this tile, this tile, this tile, and then this one and this one, pointing where the stairs are to go down. Because it does look like they have a bit of a network of stairs in different places, which is good. But just because of how everything looks so similar here, having some sort of indication to show where that road is would be helpful. I mean, if you know that it's in the northeastern tip of the mountain, then I guess you could use that for navigation, but some other types of indications would be nice. Maybe just like one teal tile in the middle of most, and then every 3 or 4 have the arrow. Oh, that's right, I dropped the rock that I had on my back. Interesting. Again, I guess the first bit of mining has not really yielded that many chunks. I hope it's just a coincidence and not by design, because if it's by design, I guess it would be a way to encourage people to finish the node and not just leave partially mined nodes. But if the regen rate is fine, if the respawn rate is fine, you don't really need to take those kinds of measures. Like, it's perfectly fine if I find this node and it's only like a quarter of it left, because I'll just do this node and then do the next one. I don't really have a way to know, but I definitely will ask either Voxel or Jordan. Yeah, see, now I get to towards the middle, and then they start dropping. Okay, so I did just message Jordan, and it must have been just some RNG, because it's not meant to do that by design. But yeah, it's kind of weird that first, and on both of them, that first half of it was so bad in terms of returns. But I guess it can happen. That's the thing with RNG. Anything can happen. Just when it happens twice, it feels less RNG. I wonder how often the tick for the cold damage is. I didn't think about hovering over it just now. Because you do get 2 damage, but it's not every second. Or is it? Maybe it is every second. No, it wouldn't be, because I get 2 damage. Like, every time it pops up, it's at 2. And then if I'm regenning 2 as well, it would sort of eliminate each other, and I would just stay healthy. So it must be a different rate. I wonder if there will be a point, like maybe once we have tier 10 food, that you don't really need tea, you can just do, you know, avoid the damage with tier 10 food. I wonder if I will want to bring that geode with me, or if I'll end up dropping it. It's gonna feel bad if I have to decide between one more stack or just the geode, because I will definitely choose the stack. And I think I'll park here next, since it's close to both, well, not both, all 3 of the nearby nodes. And I'll start, you know what, this is what I'll do. I'm going to drop this here and grab that. If I get another geode, then I might consider it. Might. That's interesting because it does say that I'm taking 2 damage per second, but I also have this. So it feels like they should cancel each other, but they don't. Unless when that hits, the regen for health goes from passive to active, and then that one's 0. Could be. That could be the way they're doing it. Well, I'm fairly confident I will keep the geode, but only because I only have 3 of these left, and that's 21 minutes and 25 minutes. It's about 16 minutes per boulder, and 2 boulders gave me 3 stacks of 10, or I guess at least. I don't think I'll be able to do this one and another one with the amount of tea I have left. I don't think. Especially since this one does not really seem to be dropping anything. Well, lesson learned though. Next time, I will bring 2 stacks of tier 2 tea. Or maybe even tier 1 tea? I guess tier 1 is also slow to gather. At least buckets are easy to make now. It really does seem like this second boulder is basically gonna give me 2 chunks altogether. So let's hope the RNG is more generous on the next one. And down to my last tee. I wonder if it might last enough to finish the boulder. The thing is, after finishing the boulder, I need to walk down from the mountain. I should have timed to see how long it took to get up here. I probably would have been able to just do fine if I hadn't done this little bit of terraforming here and then back around that way. But we'll see. I'm going to set up the camera somewhere there where I can actually see this timer. And probably start running, what, when it's 1 minute? Would I be able to get down from here to here in 1 minute while dragging the cart? Let's say 2 minutes. So this is the timed run. I mean, worst case scenario, I just come back for the cart. But if I can avoid it, I'd rather avoid it. Alright, and just so that I can actually time it correctly, I'll wait until it's exactly 2, then start running. There we go. I don't know if it runs faster without this on the character's back, but just in case, I mean it fits in the card anyway. I might have underestimated the speed. I mean, overestimated the speed at which this guy pulls the wagon. Come on, move it, move it, move it. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I am going to die. What are you doing? Oh, it's because it's this way. Come on. Alright, so probably I needed 3 minutes. Not that, like I didn't die so far. Oh, actually I might make it because like I don't die, I just start taking damage. Oh, it's cutting it close. It is cutting it really close. Come on, don't get stuck right now. Alright. Note to self. 2 minutes is barely enough time to leave this area. Huh, I wonder where that... Oh, that's probably the one for the Stone Citadel. I know that there was a road going up here. Not sure though. Well, the wagon is definitely a rough ride. There you go. I should be able to ignore the jackal. I just... No, I need to... Oh, this is actually really awkward. Because not everything is going to fit. right away. So the fact that you have to go through water with the wagon and the skiff is not fun. As it stands, it is only the geode that I'll need to go back and grab. But if I had a full cart, then that would have been a lot more to carry. And now let's see if these guys have tier 5 stations, or if I'll need to carry this over to Tortuga. I'm hoping these guys do. This looks so cursed. I guess not. Actually. Alright, so it's gonna be another boat hop. I'm assuming we'll get here. Probably does, but the auto pathing does not. Oh, it wanted to go through that one. Oh, right. I'm getting mugged. Alright, place the car over here. Run and regroup. Actually, smack it a little bit. Run a little bit. Hit it and run. A little bit more hit and run tactics. Oh, I don't need to go that far. There you go. And then that one's gonna bother me now, right? Of course. Of course it would. I'm just gonna give it the run around. A bit more. Yeah. And stay there. If I'd seen it was 2, I would have probably just done that with both. Alright. The geode. Yeah, I don't think it walks any faster or slower while carrying something or not. No, I forgot to. Grab my wagon. Now, how long is this going to take? Probably a long time. Hey, I like the spots. I had not seen that they added these spots on this side. I guess since we just teleported here yesterday during the stream, I basically just saw the inside of it, mostly. I mean, the port is there, but there's not a lot that calls you to go there. I like that they placed that torch up there. Alright, so... where... is mining? There's fishing, tailoring, cooking. There's kilns over there, there's smithing. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, am I blind? It's not that I'm blind, it's that it blends in with the raised terrain. So I'm not sure I would have placed it on the perimeter. Okay, so... interesting that they decided to keep the previous instances of stations. Like... no, not F4. U. There's the fine, exquisite, and peerless. It is also very sad that they look identical. But I noticed they did that with these ones too. So, just, I guess, an interesting choice. Oh, maybe it's because of that limitation. It's not as bad as the passive stations, but I guess they do have a limitation, and if at a certain point they get like an influx of a lot of players, then 12 slots might not quite be enough. Okay, let's actually first crack this thing. I should have probably dropped these things outside, because it won't let me drop them inside a claim if I don't belong to it. Which I don't agree with as a mechanic. Especially items. Like, I can understand people not wanting cargo to be dropped in their claim because it clutters the place. But you can still do that by putting cargo in your cart and then going into somebody else's claim and then like recalling your cart. And those ones do last a while in the claim, but the normal item stacks, they disappear in 3 minutes. I don't see any problem with... I guess, yeah, probably the fact that if you drop it you would not be able to pick it up. Oh, I can drop it? Oh, I have access? I guess I have access. I'm so used to not having access to any claim. Actually, I wonder if I can just drop this in somebody's box. This one says gems. Let's see if I have access to that. Because I don't have any actual use for it. I'm not gonna work towards making the next ring, which would be this one. it was too troublesome to get all 4 of this once for a value, an increase in value that's not bad, but it's also not great. Okay. Can I drop it here? No, I don't have storage permissions. Alright. Hopefully I won't need to throw it away. Because these are going to give me what? 120? 164. And it is 10 per stack, so that's 100 and yeah, it fits here. $49,000. See, this is the point at which Bitcraft sort of stops being a game that you can stream. Unless you actually have a just chatting stream, there's no way to keep this entertaining. This is basically an idle activity that you have to come back to every 15 minutes to, you know, give yourself another stamina regen thing. I wonder if and how that would change. I mean, if it doesn't change, it's not bad. But then when this happens, I would probably just go, like, just leave it in screenshot mode and make it tiny and put it in a corner while I do something else. Although I would need to keep track of the stamina. I guess I could set myself a timer, because if you are in screenshot mode, you can still do Shift E to eat, and your character will eat. Not sure what angle might work with this particular station. Maybe this? Yeah, but probably from here. So right now I had already run out of food. Well, not run out of food, but like it had run out. A little bit lower. Maybe about here. Oh, wrong button. And then rotate it or pan this way. So I'm hitting Shift E now. And then that guy should be there for 15 minutes with no problems. Which again it does not really feel ideal gameplay. It's nice and relaxing. So if you set up a just chatting audience, like if you build up, I guess, not set up, build up an audience to just chat and hang out, then this is a pretty chill background to have. But again, it wouldn't necessarily be something that you want to look at for 49 minutes. And this is a rough estimate. It's not exactly 49 minutes. And I guess it would be slightly faster if I had, you know, tier 6 tools, equipment, and ring. But even then, instead of 49 minutes, it might be 45 minutes, which is still better, but it's still a long time. Even then, even with the right community, I feel like this would be background that would get boring quickly. I think I might set up another scene in OBS to play other games while Bitcraft is in the background, because right now I guess the next test at the beginning there's also going to be lots of things to do early on, but there might get a point where this happens again and you get this lulls. So far what I've been doing is I've been trying to do this in my offline or like my off-stream time. Do this like boring chores, I guess, part of the gameplay. But you cannot always plan for that. Sometimes you need some things that just take time. Of course, right now, I only really needed one a piece of pavement that I wanted to place. So if I was, for example, part of Tortuga, or if I had my personal cache free and with me, I could leave it here and just do part of the task and then continue with the other things that I was doing. But then yeah, I guess at certain points you still do need to do the large batch of something, and that is pretty much just a few minutes of this. Let's see. I've been on for 3.5 hours. I think I'll probably just take this moment to go eat some dinner and maybe drop back later. Because as things stand, this is just going to be, this is just not really going to be entertaining. And I think that's not fair. I don't think there's anyone watching the stream right now, but if they were to drop in, I don't think it would be fair to have this be the content that I have to offer. So I'm going to end the stream here for now. And I'll be back either later or tomorrow. Hopefully having done a lot of the heavy lifting so that I have other things to do that might provide a more entertaining and engaging content. So with that said, thank you very much for spending time over here, and I hope I'll see you another day.